Hello and welcome to Hashtag. We're your hosts. I'm Cathal Slevin.
And I'm Sheila Begley. Coming up in today's show, we'll be giving you an insight into fashion, lifestyle, music, arts and much more.
And don't forget, we want to hear from you. You can contact us at hashtag tvrb, so give us your feedback.
With movies like The Great Gatsby and TV shows like Mad Men, vintage fashion is coming back into style.
There's been a resurgence in vintage fashion lately, with shows such as Mad Men and Boardwalk Empire. Vintage fashion. Today we're going to catch up with some vintage enthusiasts to see what bargains they can get in this shop. So we're here today now with Grace Madden. Grace, you shop here quite often. What appeals to you about the vintage look?
I just think because everything is from a different era and everything kind of has another life before it's even come into the shop. So you can buy it, you know, it's kind of like getting an insight into somebody else's life years ago. It's really interesting, and I think, you know, style kind of comes around again in a circle anyway. So I think everything becomes fashionable again.
And on this rack now, what would tickle your fancy? So there's a few things. There's a funky 70s, 60s style jumper here. We've got some cool dresses. What would you like now?
I suppose because it's winter, I'll go for this fur coat. It's a real fur coney coat, so I'll put it on for you now. It's nice and warm for the winter. Plenty
of warm for the winter, alright.
Yeah. So it's nice and long. I really like it.
And would you rather shop in a shop like this, or would you rather go to, let's say, a mainstream shop?
Like high street.
Yeah.
I think I'd mix it up. Like, I like going to the high street because you need a bit of modern stuff anyway. But I think if you just get one statement piece from a vintage shop, I think it can really add to your look. And
you can get serious value. Like, I see there's pieces here for like €15. They're all cheap and very trendy.
Yeah, and I mean, they would have been so expensive back in the day, but just because they get shipped in from different countries and stuff, just I suppose the value of them, and this shop is fantastic anyway for value. Always pick up little things, and I think it's being able to find little treasures and things for really cheap. It makes you feel good about shopping instead of going out to the high street and spending maybe €100 on a coat or something.
That's it. You can't beat a bargain.
No, definitely can't.
Thanks very much, guys.
No problem.
So, Kyle, there's loads of manly gadgets and things around here. It's a nice little shop for a guy.
Yeah, it's plenty to keep me busy anyway.
Yeah, what appeals to you here?
I would go for more of like the jeans and shirts type thing. The jackets can be, you know, slightly on the higher end because they were such a big price when people owned them before, but sometimes you can pick up a massive bargain like the likes of this. You know?
You're really rocking that dicky bone waistcoat. I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. I usually come into these type of places for hats as well, and I got these glasses in here about 2 or 3 weeks ago as well.
It's great for a bargain, isn't it?
It is great for a bargain, and you can mix up with the type of stuff you have at home. Like you can have something from Pennies that would go with something perfect from here, you know. So.
Yeah, that's it. So there you have it. We can now see that TV and film is really influencing how people are dressing and shopping these days. That really was an eye-opener. There was a fur coat there with my name all over it. Tell us what you think. Sheila and I will be reading out some of your tweets a little bit later on in the show.
But right now we're going to take a look at another clip. It seems as though body art is becoming more and more popular, and it's more common to get tattoos. So we're going to get into the minds of those who get some tattoos. Check it out.
My first tattoo was the one on my wrist here. I got it when I was 18. I waited till I was 18 because I had a job, so I was able to go in. I was going to get one when I was 16, but parents wouldn't let me because they said it was a stupid thing to do. And so I went in and got this. And then that was before I really knew anything about tattoos, like in Limerick. I just went and got one in a place because it was cheaper. But I waited a year then, and I started on my sleeve up here. I researched around the place, see who was the best artist and who was doing what I wanted to do. And that was Ross in All Star Inc. And I wanted a kind of Japanese sleeve. And he's the best at Japanese in Limerick at the time, still is. So I went and I started my sleeve, and I've been going to him ever since. So what's that, 18, 24, past 6 years I've been getting tattooed by Ross. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I love the stories behind the Japanese tattoos. So like the Henyamas, it's a woman who was dating, or not dating, there's a woman who was in love with a priest, and he couldn't return her love because he was a priest, and she went mad with jealousy, and then she turned into a demon. Like, there's all the different kind of buki masks that signify different stuff. But I just love the Henny mask, it looks so cool. Like if I've ever in doubt of what I'm going to get, I'll just snap one in for space. And that's what's going to go on my back as well. As far as and Ross's best style is Japanese, and more recently now he's been doing loads of old school Americana stuff. And I just love it, like the big bold lines, the colour, the timeless, like they'll stay on you forever.
Can you tell us, Denise, about your wings on your back, please?
Yeah, so they were just basically done 2 years ago, and I guess they represent, you know, the idea of being free, and that one shouldn't be changed by anyone. So I know I went big scale. I did that. Yeah, it costs a lot of money too, and a lot.
So you'd really have to think about it before you do.
Yeah,
Like, brilliant. So, would you get any more tattoos in the future?
Yeah, I definitely want to, but I'm just not sure what to get yet. So.
Yeah, so you definitely want some more.
Yeah.
I think everyone says once you get your first taste of tattoos, it's an addiction. And what do you think is the most important element, would you say, for people getting tattoos?
I guess plan it as much as you can and be sure it's something you like and you'll be happy with for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And research kind of the tattoo artists and the trust as well, I suppose, between the tattoo artist.
I was thinking about it for a while, like a few years, and then I saw Ross Nagel's work and I thought it was pretty good, and then I was interested in getting a candy skull anyway, so I got him to draw me up one, and once I got that one, then the rest kind of came within a short time span after it. Like, I like the American traditional style because it's kind of more vibrant, more colourful. I was never really a fan of Japanese because I don't know, a lot of people have that style and stuff, and you know, American traditional, you can kind of do anything really with it, like, you know, you can draw anything in that style, you know, within reason, like, you know. And you know, I kind of like I like a lot of black and grey stuff, but I'm not too gone on getting it done, so yeah.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that take on the art of the tattoo. Your tweets have just been flying in. The first tweet today comes from Kyle Christie, who says, "I cannot wait until I get my first tattoo." Philly D tweets, "Going to watch The Great Gatsby after that." You can keep contacting us at ## TVB. Back to you, Sheila.
Well, have you always wanted to get fit? Is it your New Year's resolution to shed a few pounds and get back into shape? If so, this next clip might be of interest to you. Face the Fats is a weight loss program where contestants take on different challenges each week with the aim to lose weight. This week, Sarah is trying out kickboxing. Have a look.
Welcome to Face the Fats, the show that aims to get Ireland moving.
So forget the fried food, don't fail on the fitness front, and face the fats.
The World Health Organization has described it as a global epidemic and estimate that an increased lack of physical activity is contributing to 2 million deaths per year.
Obesity levels in Ireland today have consistently risen over the past decade. Figures show that 20% of adults are obese, with 39% of children.
So where are we going wrong? Despite the extensive amount of information out there, people are still making bad food choices and they aren't moving as much as they're consuming.
Over the next 6 weeks, we'll be giving the people of Ireland the tools to tackle their weight problems. This week, we're starting with Sarah Jane Pearce from Tralee.
So we're here at the home of Sarah Jane Pearce here in Forge Park, Tralee, and we're just going to go into Sarah's house and have a little chat about diet and exercise. Come on. Sarah, welcome to Face the Fats. Thanks for coming on the show. So tell us a little bit about the kind of diets that you've been on in the past.
Well, first I went on lipotrim, and that's a diet. It's just 3 shakes a day for as long as you want. And I went on it for 5 weeks and I lost just under 3 stone. which I thought it was great at the time, but the minute I came off the diet, I went straight back on, so it was useless.
And since that, are you on any diets at the moment?
Yeah, I'm on Weight Watchers now. That's okay. You can eat what you want once you're under 26 pints a day.
And I suppose apart from the whole focus on diet and the focus on what you eat, do you ever do sports? Have you done sports in the past? Are you doing any at the moment?
I do basketball at the moment. I love it. I have an All-Ireland medal and I go to it once a week for an hour.
Fantastic. Do you find that the combination of the Weight Watchers and the basketball is contributing to weight loss at the moment?
I'm not losing weight at the moment because I only have to start on Weight Watchers, but of course the exercise would benefit it.
Okay, so what we're going to do, Sarah, is we're going to team you up with a dietitian. We're going to have a look around your cupboards at home to see what you've been eating, and we're going to team you up with a kickboxer. Have you done kickboxing before at any stage?
No, I'm not. I've never done kickboxing.
So it's all okay. We do this, and you're totally in. And we're back with Thai boxer Pork Birmingham. Pork, welcome to Face the Fats.
How are you?
So Pork, you're going to show our Sarah, our guest, a couple of moves that she can use to keep herself fit, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just going to show her how to kick properly, the stretches which is necessary to complete these kicks. As you know, you need to be flexible. Also going to show her how to throw a punch properly, different punches like hooks, uppercuts, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, perfect man for the job. Pork, take it away. Thank you.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far.
Now the tweets have been flying in. At I Love Oreo says, really inspired, going to join kickboxing now. The Lynchmeister says, big fan of Second Life, totally addicted. Back to you, Cathal.
And if the rest of you out there like music, you're going to love this next part. Our team caught up with Irish techno legend Tom Tom from Shakabuku. This guy is one of the biggest names in the Irish techno scene. Let's hear his story.
Hello, I'm Tara Daly. Today we're in the beautiful coastal town of Youghal, where I'm going to be talking to international techno sensation Tom Tom Buckley.
The sound of the techno bass.
Thanks very much for coming to talk to us today, Tom. You're very good. Taking time out of your busy schedule. I suppose the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you actually get involved in techno music?
It's a pleasure to come down, and it's always good to talk about techno. It's my life. How did I get into it? Well, my brother was DJing since he was about 13. Got up the vinyls from him, had a bit of crack, and when I was about 16, played my first teenage disco. So carried on from there, and come here, it's a good job, like getting to play in front of hundreds of people every weekend, well, most weekends anyway, and started my own parties when I was 18, doing it for the crack, you know, so just things took off from there.
The techno scene in Ireland, do you think that it's going to grow into a bigger scene, or?
Well, it used to be massive. Like when I first started doing the parties when I was 18, like I was having 500-600 people at my parties, and then like I went away to Australia when I was 21, 22, came back, the recession as we all know, so everyone kind of my age group, when I came back was after leaving, so the kind of scene went a bit dead. But it's kind of coming back again. Like in Europe, it's always been massive, like Holland, Portugal, Belgium, Germany, Poland, Lithuania, everywhere, massive. Good old Ireland, caught back in the day, like, you know.
But do you think there's ever going to be a change? Like, do you ever see a day where you won't have to travel to Europe to play a gig, that you can have a week of a tour here, that, you know?
Well, I've done, like, in the one weekend I played in Dublin on a Friday and Cork on a Saturday, you know, so just a bit of crack, like, you know, it's picking up a little bit, like, you know.
Yeah. So I know you have your own group, Shakabuku. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Shakabuku, what Shakabuku actually means is, it's an African word, and it means a sharp, swift spiritual kick to the head that alters your course of reality forever.
Oh.
No, so that's what it means. So basically what it means, when you come to one of my techno parties, as it said, people associate techno with drugs, and some people think it's violence. I'm doing parties over 10 years, never one fight at my parties. Nothing ever goes wrong. It's a great crack. So people come in, they think techno, there's no rhythm, there's no sexiness to it. Like techno is it's driving, there's much love to it. And when people come in, they come out and I hope their opinions and their aspects of the music has changed. Like, so that's why we got the name Shakabuku.
So if people want to find more information about Shakabuku and the tours, where can they get access to the information?
We have a website coming up. It's www.tomtomshakabuku.com, and I also, for the Facebook, is TomTom Shakabuku. And there's mixes, my own tracks that I make, and gig info and all that carry on it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for coming out again into the freezing cold.
It's not cold, it's fresh. It's fresh. You know. So thanks very much.
No problem at all, thank you.
The tweets just keep coming flying in, Sheila. We've had great reaction to Tom Tom. Danny's cause tweeted us saying, "Feel like a good rave after watching Tom Tom." Well, Danny, you're not the only one, man. Back to you, Sheila.
We're getting some great input from our viewers. Keep it coming, guys. It's great to hear from you. Now, over the last 20 years, virtual worlds have been springing up online. Undoubtedly, the best of these worlds has been Second Life. Local musician Peter Jehea has been exploring cyberspace with his trusty guitar. Let's see what he got up to.
Can't believe I'm gonna be late. I have to play in like half an hour. If only every gig was like that gig I did in Second Life. It was so much easier. Second Life is a 3D world where everyone you see is a real person. And every place you visit is built by people just like you. You can be anything you want. You can go anywhere you want. It's a world with infinite possibilities, guided only by your imagination. But today, I came here to play a gig. I tried convincing my friends to come watch me play, but I heard every single excuse in the book. It's too cold. One guy even told me he was washing his hair. But eventually, after I explained how easy it was, they came around. All I had to do was log in, plug in, and I was good to go. And all they had to do was just log in. That gig was so much fun, and I did it from home. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those gigs. If only this was Second Life, or else I had a car.
How interesting was that? I'm a big FIFA man, a big FIFA player, but that's nothing like FIFA at all. I always knew this was popular, but I didn't think it'd be so interesting. It's not really a game at all, is it, Sheila?
Yeah, well, it does look like a game, but it's so much more. I didn't really know there was gigs happening in Second Life. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely. What was your highlight of the show today, Sheila?
I really like looking at the tattoo one. I found it was really interesting to look at it. I suppose because I'm not really a tattoo person myself, I'm really terrified of needles. Yeah. So it was nice to see that other people actually enjoy getting it, and it was nice to see the artistic side of it. How about yourself?
Oh, it was all about the sport one for me. Maybe not so much lose weight because I'm all skin and bones as it is, but...
You think?
I'd like to try my hand at the kickboxing. It looked really fun. It looked like a good way to get into shape.
Yeah.
Kick some behind. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for watching. You can stay in contact with us next week by contacting us on #TVB.